YouTube, welcome to another video. In this one, we're going to remove the flappers. There's two of them. There's one in the intake front of the bike. There's one in the exhaust system. I do plan to get the ECU flashed. I found out that you don't have to take out the flappers. It'll still work, which is interesting. But the flapper in the front doesn't really make that much of a difference when it comes to air. It's kind of big, especially ram air. But nevertheless, I'm going to take the flappers. Well, this one I can only leave it in the open state, but the one in the front, I'm going to completely remove it. So I'm not recording all of this. You guys pretty much know how to remove the rear cable flapper. Basically it's, you're going to take this shield off, and then there's two nuts. Let's see if we can get it to focus. There's two nuts right in the middle. You're going to take those two nuts off, and then this will then pull out and down, and then there's like a little clip, and you'll take that whole thing off. So basically this part has to go over, and then is a loop or a spring clamp. I'll take this off and I'll show you what I mean. But I'm going to take this off, and I'm going to leave this exhaust port thing open. Because when I had the BMW, interestingly enough, whenever you put the bike in dynamic pro mode, it will leave this open. How do you know? Why do you say that? One day I took off the muffler and I looked inside and I put it in sport pro mode, and I started the bike and I saw it was open all the way, which I was like, well, how the hell? And I took it out of that mode. I put it in rain mode, and it was halfway open, like a quarter open. So depending on what mode the bike is in will determine how open this will be. But it's really for noise. So whatever, I'm gonna take this off, and when you take this off, it leaves it in open mode all the time. I think you can see inside once you take these cables off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the muffler off, look inside and see if it's open or closed currently, and then I'll start the bike and see if I can record it opening and closing, and then I'll take off these cables and show you what I mean. All right, so we've taken off the muffler. This is the muffler. So this is what I was trying to explain. So if you look inside, you see how it's stuck open, right? This is how it is by default. When the bike is off, or when the key is not in the ignition, it goes like this. So I'm gonna put the key and I'm gonna turn the bike in the on position, and you're gonna see that open and close. Give me 1 second. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna turn it off. I'm gonna turn the bike on, and you're gonna see it close. And that's just to, like I said, it's just to determine the positioning of the RPM range. So when you get the bike flashed, what they do is they just leave it in the open position. Well, I'm gonna bypass all that. I'm just gonna leave it open by removing the cables. So I'm gonna take that out real quick, the cable real quick. This guy and this guy, this little cover thing is gonna come off, which you can use or not use, but if you look, the spring holds it open. I'm trying to show you without showing you. But this and this is gonna keep this from closing, and this is what you want. You want this to always be open. Now, you're gonna take off these two, which is what I was trying to tell you before, and then this cable is gonna get loose. Once the cable get loose, you're gonna wrap it around just like the brake clutch, or the clutch cable. You're gonna raise it up out of this hole right here, and it's gonna release the spring, or it's gonna release this flap. And then you just take these hoses, you reroute them. They basically go up here, and they go all the way up to the top and into the exhaust system. Trying to show you where it passes, but I don't see it. So once I route them, I'll be able to show you in definite. Oh, here they are right here. So it's here, it's these two cables right here. These two cables right here. They basically go back here and they go to the servo. But let me just take this part off and then just keep going. Yeah. Now I don't know if this is gonna come up well in the camera, but I'm gonna show you what it sounds like when you start the bike with it wide open. Back on to see what that sounds like. It should be deeper, not as loud, but just as good as an exhaust system. And all I did was just remove these cables. So, I don't know, you can buy an exhaust system if you like, but I think the bike comes with a pretty good exhaust system already. So let me put the muffler back on. We're gonna do another sound test so you can hear the difference. I don't have a sound test of what it sounds like with with that close, but once the bike warms up to temp, it normally closes. All right, Sound test number two. This is what the bike is going to sound like once it reaches optimal temp. I don't know, if you ask me, that sounds pretty good. It doesn't sound as bad, not that much of a difference. What was the point? Now we got something we can work with. So it's basically these two cables. These two cables right here is what you're going to be pulling from the bottom. And then do not, I repeat, do not unplug this guy. Only unplug this when you get the ECU flash if you don't want to check engine light. So I'm going to leave this in the bike. Once I get the ECU flash, then I'll disconnect this sensor. But for the meantime, let's keep going. So you want to take off this little pin that's right here. I'm going to pop this pin off, and then these will come off, and it's going to give you a lot more slack to take it off at the bottom. So I recommend start at the top and then work your way towards the bottom. The way this pops off, you raise this up. It's going to pop up, and then it'll come off. But I need a flathead screwdriver. Let me try it real quick. All right. So now that I have taken out the cables, which are right here. Wow. Now that I've taken out the cables that are right here, don't take this sensor out. Leave the sensor in until the ECU flashed. All right, and then the same thing for the bottom. I took these off just so you can see that with it out, nothing's gonna close it. It's gonna stay open like this all the time. So no matter how I ride or how aggressive or whatever it may be, how I cruise or however I ride, is gonna always be open. So if you want to keep the exhaust port open the entire time, take off this cable. The bike will breathe better, in my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong, but I would recommend, if you have this bike or if you have a bike, to take these cables off. This is only for emissions and obviously noise, but take these cables off and it'll stay open like that. Guys, what a long day. I'm tired. But the flapper is out of the bike officially. The hose is also out of the bike, and then this regulator or relay for the, and then also on my intake filter, I took this off, because to follow back this hose, I had to take off the intake box. So since I had to take off the intake box, I got in the intake, I saw this, I took it off. So this is all the weight that came off the bike so far. And now the bike sits without a flapper in the front. There's none in the front. And then also there's none in the back. So the bike breathes a lot better in my opinion. Air is just flowing through the bike. Yeah, to a dyno says you don't have to take that off, but I took mine off. And I also, that is stuck open. So when I send off the ECU to get it flashed, I'm gonna have them disable the servo and the flapper. Disable those two because they're currently not connected. Well, that's connected right now because I'm going to go for a ride over the weekend, and then that is disconnected. There's nothing in the front. The sensor itself is disconnected. Once the ECU gets flashed, I get it back. It should be back to normal. But this is how the bike sits as of today. So I have the wing mirrors. Wing mirrors. I can say that. And yeah, and I still have to take off that cable, and then I'm all done. So thank you guys for watching this quick video, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.